Today we're going to take another look at Luke 1, where we see Mary continuing her conversation with the angel Gabriel. Before going to Mary, Gabriel told Zechariah about God's plan for him to have a son, who later would become John the Baptist. In verses 15 to 17, the angel describes John's future, saying, "He will be important in the sight of the Lord. He will bring peace between parents and their children. He will teach people who don't obey to be wise and do what is right." Despite being a priest, Zechariah reacts to this news like many of us males would. He thinks he knows more than the angel. He states his negative opinion aggressively, and he acts defensively about the angel's message. I wonder how similar our responses would be. Later on in Luke 1, Mary is given similar news. Gabriel tells her the role she will have in God's plan as well as his plan for Jesus. Mary responds by engaging in what the angel is telling her and asking clarifying questions. She believes Gabriel when he says, "Nothing will be impossible with God." And she willingly replies, "May it happen to me just as you said it would." God didn't force Mary to accept his plan, but he knew that because of her strength of their spiritual relationship, what her response would be, and that it would be positive. These two examples of people relating to God lead us to ask several different questions. What role does God want you to play in building his kingdom here on earth? Do you respond defensively or with an immediate "yes, sir"? If you don't know what the role God has for you, how can you discover it? If God sent Gabriel to you today, what would he say about your role in your family? It is clear that God has a plan for you, and it includes several actions that are expected of each of us. He wants us to remain pure and take care of ourselves within this hostile environment. He expects us to regularly talk with him. He inspires us to share our faith and show others his love. He forgives us and encourages us to start again when you and I fail. He wants us to accept his guidance, prepare ourselves for the hardships that we must face in life, and be willing to stretch ourselves out of our comfort zone in order to participate in his miraculous plan. God also wants you to fill the important role of simply being you. You are your wife's only husband, your children's only father, the only Christian a coworker knows, a gifted church member, and someone's neighbor. Each of you has important gifts that I don't have. Don't overlook your significance or try to rely on excuses. Learn to fulfill what God has called you to do in these important areas so that you can increase your effectiveness regarding God's kingdom. Live out your faith authentically and pray continually. Listen to God speaking to you now. Will you put into practice the role he has for you? Or will you come up with excuses and not give him permission to empower you? Take a second to clear up all that clutter in your busy mind. Picture the reality of the God of the universe asking you to fulfill the role he has for you. Take a deep breath and respond to God with "yes, sir."